Hello, friends. Welcome back to another Monday reading. I am back. I'm excited to be here. So, if you don't know how to play this game, you're going to ask yourself a question, something you would love some clarity on, and then you're going to decide if you are going to be answered by message 1 or message 2, and I'm going to deliver those messages. All right, let's get into it. Message number 1. I'm getting the sense that you are not letting yourself go as far as you're supposed to, or as far as you should, or as far as you can. Because there's this fear of failure. It's almost like you're attached to some sort of outcome, like you're, trying to move forward on something, but the only way that you're seeing this is like with a certain outcome. You're like, oh, well, it's going to look like this, or I want it to look like this. And because you see that certain outcome, it's like you're not letting yourself take all the steps because there's this fear that you're going to fail. It could be a fear of failure from the past, like you've seen this before, maybe you've seen your parents fail, maybe you have failed yourself before, and that is like not letting you go all the way. So imagine like a path from 1 to 10. It almost seems like you're only going to 5 and you're stopping at 5 and you're like, man, like why isn't this outcome happening? And it's like, well, you only took step 1 through 5. You never did 5 through 10. So the outcome really is at the end of 10. Like you're running a marathon and it's like you stop at 1 mile before it ends. That's kind of the vibe here. The best way to go about this is to obviously kind of tell yourself that there is no such thing as failure. But I kind of feel like that might be a little bit of a hard leap. Like there is no such thing as failure, right? It's like we're all just trying to figure things out and we're just kind of like taking these steps to see what works, what doesn't work. Another way to see this too is I don't know how this is going to end or like what's going to come of this, but I'm going to go all the way. I'm going to like fully commit. I'm going to immerse myself in this. I'm going to let myself go to number 10, having no idea what happens after 10. And that would be the best way to go about that. Hope that's helpful. Message number 2. This message is about better quality. I feel like you might be maybe at a crossroads or like trying to make a decision or deciding like why you're about to do something. And it feels like the way you're currently living and what you have right now, that is not what this decision like is going to bring you to, is fine. Like you're fine. Like everything's okay, everything's fine. But it seems like this decision is going to be like an upgrade. Like it almost makes me feel like first class versus like regular class, on an airplane. Like, yeah, you're gonna pay an extra $200 or whatever, $500, but everything elevates like once you're in first class. That's the feeling. And then like once you're in first class, like that whole path is just elevated a little bit. It does feel like money's involved, like almost like maybe it's even more expensive or you're, maybe you're making less money by making this choice, something like that. But I would say that this is like better quality. And I was also getting that this is like about manifesting because it seems like you've been manifesting for a while. And I think there's a part of us that thinks that like when we manifest that the thing is just gonna show up and that we don't really have to make any decisions. Wouldn't that be like amazing? But often in manifesting, there's these decisions that come our way that were not available before. There's these like thoughts like, oh my gosh, like I can actually do this. Like I remember thinking that I could move from Miami to North Carolina. I was like, what? Whoa, like this is an option. Obviously it was always an option, but my mind didn't give me that opportunity until I went deeper into my manifestation, but I still had to make the choice. So it seems like this is a result of your manifesting, but you're like surprised that you had to make the choice. You're like, damn, I wish somebody could make the choice for me. So I would say you're gonna be fine if you decide not to. But I would say it is an upgrade. And with upgrades comes a little bit of an up level, a little bit of a stretch, but it just looks like then you kind of settle into this upgrade and like your path is just upgraded from here to then. It's like a better quality of life is what I'm getting. Okay, my friends, I hope that was expansive and supports you this week, and hopefully you take in whatever it is that you really needed. If you would like the long version of this, we always have the long version of the Monday readings on my membership. It is currently on Substack. You can just comment long and we will send it to you. Sending you much love this week.